here's my patio that I'm trying to repair some damaged areas because of salt. That's what I got right here. So I put in the T1000 Fine Overlay mixed with a color that I thought would be close. I've put 5 gallons of delaminator on the entire surface, trying to remove existing sealers, and then I recolored it with a walnut colored stain. It's just powder, 3/4 of a cup mixed with 1 gallon of water. So after you put the delaminator on, then you can color it and then stain it. So we've been trying to figure out these cloudy areas, thinking that maybe we needed to put more delaminator on. I went through about 3.5 gallons. This is 700 square feet. So a good coating of it used 3.5 gallons. More delaminator doesn't fix it. Something inherent in the color in the concrete. But when you put the delaminator on, it looks really wonderful. Brings all the color out, and I'm sure that that's what's going to happen when I put the sealer on. Delaminator. It's I found it best to roll it on. It doesn't really pass through a small sprayer very well. That's a palm tree. Once I put the leaves on it, it looks pretty nice. Leaves and lights. I live in northern Illinois, so they recommended using a sealer that was... It's expensive stuff. It's good product. It's like, I paid probably $6.50 by the time I bought 5-gallon bucket of delaminator, the antiquing coloring agent, sealer, mortar. I'll take another follow-up when I'm done sealing it. Just got done putting the sealer on. Again, this is about 700 square feet. I use about 2.5 gallons. It's textured, so you have to use a good roller so that the nap doesn't pull, and you have to make sure that you get the area covered the first time, because if you go back a minute later and try to get some areas that you see that didn't cover, then the nap will start to pull on the roller. So it's been raining here. We had to, they say let it dry 24 hours. So this morning I went through with a wet rag and got rid of all the bird droppings and things that happen to an area like this if you let it sit for a couple days, and then blew it and sealed it. It looks good. So just to recap, the delaminator was put on with a roller, and of course it's all, the patio's been power washed, cleaned, and it takes 2 hours to set up and do its stuff. And then I power washed it off. That took some time. So after that, the next day, I mixed up the antique, which is just water and 1 gallon of water, 6 ounces of the powder, and just rolled it on. And then I patched the areas, just mixing up the mortar, adding the coloring agent, and then you have to wait 24 hours after you clean the concrete before you put on the sealer. So it was raining in our area, and they say to once it's dry, it needs to dry for 24 hours before you apply the sealer. And then once the sealer goes on, it bubbles a little bit. It's dry and walking. You can walk on it in about 2 hours. So Butterfield products are very nice, and we were really happy with the results. So I hope you enjoyed the info.